Wow, how was that energy yesterday? Okay, I put out videos for every single sign, and hopefully, you guys already know that it's not going to resonate with every single person on this earth. That's why there's so many people, so many of us tarot readers here, because there's a whole bunch of people, and everybody is on different timelines. But each timeline has a group of people that are experiencing the same type of thing at the same time. Okay, so if my videos does not resonate with you, then I'm not the oracle for your timeline. You need to find another one. But if, however, you found my videos and it resonates with you, then by all means, listen to the messages that are for you. Okay, that's why there's so many of us, and I see a lot of people, they follow some tarot readers, and they write nasty comments, and they say things to them like, oh, that's not true, and blah, blah, blah. Well, then you're watching the wrong person. Because a lot of us are channeling hard right now, and I was seriously channeling hard, and I may owe some of you guys an apology, because when I'm channeling, it comes straight into my mind, and I don't even think about it. It just comes right out of my mouth as I'm looking at the cards. It's not my messages. These are messages that I'm getting, and it just comes right out of my mouth as harsh. But the thing is, the messages are coming in as they're coming into me. So yesterday, while I was telling, some people, get your head out of your ass, this is what I would be told if this message would in fact have been for me. Okay, so if some of you got offended, I apologize. And I felt like, I remember there was one where I said, get your head out of your ass. But seeing as there's a full moon in Pisces, and there's a lot of spirituality happening, sometimes, and I look back at the astrology for the week, and honestly, I never remember what's happening this week, because I'm already on to next week. So I have to remind myself, like, for me, this kind of stuff has already happened. So every day I have to reread what's going on, because I'm actually looking at the fuller picture. That's what kind of person I am. That's why I'm Universal Grey Tarot and not World Grey Tarot, or individual Gray Shadow, excuse me. But there's just, wow, I am being zapped with energy, and I think a little bit of the Aries full moon may have gotten to me a little bit yesterday, because after reviewing my videos, I was like, wow, that energy was just coming in. It was whoop, and I was like, rawr. So I was kind of like the auntie, the Queen of Swords auntie, and I almost felt like, wow, I just wasn't having any compassion. But like I said, the messages come in as if they were for me. They're for me to share, but if they were my messages, that's what I would be telling myself. Get your head out of your ass. What the hell are you doing? What the hell is wrong with you? Get your shit together, And when I send those messages out, I tell them to you as a friend, because as you know, real friends will call you on your shit, okay? They're not going to let you get away with anything. They're going to call you on your shit. All right, so I know I did the energy for the day, and what was freaking outstanding was the Fool and the Magician came up. Okay, so with all this energy, and then we have what's going on. The moon is in Pisces. What else? My gosh, I didn't check the horoscope yet this morning. I know the moon is in Pisces though, and there's this the full moon in Aries is right after that. And then we have, I remember now, I am feeling the spirituality. That's the reason for the psychic downloads. But the aggressiveness, most people feel the full moon 3 days before and 3 days after. And I get it like a week before. So the full moon is actually in 2 days. So yesterday was 3 days. So I was feeling it hard yesterday, obviously, with my mouth. Okay, so let's just pull a couple of cards and see what's going on in the collective today. We know we got the Fool this morning and the Magician. Awesome. Oh. Change. Our feelings are changing. Harmonious. Balance. And I think this kind of speaks to, I was telling somebody this morning that today with the energy that's going on, I feel like we are really truly in the age of Aquarius, because today I feel balanced rationally and emotionally. And you got the Two of Swords. That's exactly what that represents. You see that moon in the corner there. It's not a full moon, but it represents the emotions. Okay, and the swords, it's all about your intelligence, your thinking, mind energy, mind activity. Okay, and the swords, the two represents a crossroads, some kind of need for balance and equaling out. Okay, this energy is kind of crazy, but even so, I can feel it vibrating through me, but I feel extremely calm. Okay, and you should too. Okay, unless there's some hard angles in your chart to the planetary aspects of the day. And then here we have Chiron is moving out of Aries and moving back into Pisces, the 12th house. Okay, so you're going to experience a lot of closure. Oh, and here we go. Oh, goodness, they are flying out. Love it. Okay, so what do we got here? Ooh, lack of compassion. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I had like 3 customers in a row. Yay! We love all this money energy. Oh, okay, so where was I? The Two of Swords, balancing emotionally, feeling grounded, and realizing that you must incorporate this balance every single day. Okay, in order to manifest your abundance, you got to live in that type of energy, or live every day and try to start with a balanced, grounding energy. And whenever things throw you off, you go back to that grounding and balance. Okay, you're lacking a little bit of compassion right now, and this may be because you're all business. And as you guys all saw yesterday, I'm feeling that. So we need to be aware, folks, and this is why I'm reading for you guys today, because I'm sorry I was like lacking a lot of compassion and empathy yesterday. This is also a theme with the full moon in Aries. Oh, and today is the 22nd, okay, and that's a number of peace. And 2 plus 2 is also 4. It's a measure of stability, having stability, manifestation, grounding. It just screams today. Okay, this is the new energy. The new energy shift is here. It's the harvest time. And immediately after that, we have Chiron entering Pisces. So this amazing, amazing couple of weeks of spirituality. And some of you guys are going to be lost. Like I said, I was real hard on the Pisces. When we channel, sometimes we channel people who are exes, and I just have to explain that. Like when I was channeling their energy. So there's quite a few people who are on the same track as that person, but it was brutal. It was like I was talking to them, you know. Like I said, I'm the angry auntie, and I'm your friend, so I'm gonna call you on your shit, big time, every time. Okay, so let's get to the other cards that came out, and I haven't even gotten to look at them, but there is a bunch of stuff upside down. And like I said yesterday, I was screaming at the Pisces, but I may have been a little unfair for the others, and like I was saying, it may not resonate with everybody. I did say that this could be a extreme boost in spirituality, so for those of you who are on a different timeline, some of you are going to be lost and confused, and you know, like I was talking about that lady who says, oh, I'm this person, and then hours later she says, I'm this person, and I think I also said, you know, what color is the sky in your world kind of deal. But on the flip side of that, I definitely was channeling for the timeline that was on the shadow side. So this also is the positive side of it is extreme spirituality, and I've been feeling that. And like I said, you know, psychic visions, dreams, you're going to be seeing a lot of synchronicities, feathers, pennies, songs are going to come on the radio with the message for you. Even the commercials are going to be screaming. Like last night we were watching a show, and like flipping through the channels, the commercial, the sports scores, everything. I had like 2 commercials that came on, and I didn't have the lights on, so it was like flashes in the darkness. All of a sudden the TV screen went completely bright, and then like sports scores or phone number would flash across the screen, and in the span of 30 seconds I saw 0000, 4 zeros, twice within that flashlight on the screen. It was basically screaming at me, okay? And then I went to pick a movie, and I'm going with the flow, and I'm trusting in the universe. So I went with whatever attracted me, and it was like War of the Worlds, which kind of made me laugh, because I know it's not a War of the Worlds. I mean, it is and it isn't. The War of the Worlds is basically, and it was the one with Tom Cruise in it. So it starts off with these lightning, these flashes. And keep in mind, these things are symbolistic, okay? I'm not going to say lightning's raining out of the sky, although like some of my psychics, the people that I watched, was saying something about a bright light. And within astrophysics, I watched something recently that they talked about the what is it called? The Big Bang, and how it started, and it was like an explosion. It was an explosion, but we started off as this really dense ball, and as the matter started to dissipate and become less and less dense, it grew and it expanded. And this is 3D. This is what we can see, right? And we all know that the veil is lifting and we are going into the 4D, and this is really, really, really important. I believe we have entered the 4D, so we're going to be seeing these flashes of light in different ways, shapes, or forms. It could be lightning, like in the War of the Worlds movie. First came the lightning, yeah, and it was like the aliens going into their spaceships that they'd planted. I don't believe there's like aliens, and I don't believe that's what's going to happen, but it was extremely symbolistic in the point that first there was lightning, and then there were all these earthquakes, and then there were the earth shifting. It was because the aliens, spaceship was coming out of the ground, but that's irrelevant. The point is, we are having those same things when this huge shift and this huge change happened. There were flashes of light, there were earthquakes, the ground was opening up, there were tornadoes and floods and geological plates shifting. And then this alien energy was here. And you've seen other sci-fi movies where literally somebody can grab and rip time, and then you see like the zigzag shape of light in between this reality and the next dimension. That's kind of what it is. The veil is so very thin. I feel at the exact moment that we actually fully merge with the 4D, that's when it's going to happen. Right now we're beginning to merge. We're becoming less and less dense, which is allowing it's creating space for the other energies, because we're all energy, right? It's creating space for the other energies to integrate with us more, meaning that we are able to tap into the next dimension. And this is, folks, this is all astrophysics, okay? I'm no damn loony. I believe in science, but I also believe in my intuition, okay? I am a good example of the age of Aquarius. Even though I'm a Scorpio, combining the rational with the intuitive, I can feel my spirituality, but I base everything on the sciences, okay? The sciences, astrology is a science. So, as above, so below, okay? It's it's happening here on Earth, within us, and all around us, okay? It's amazing. So a lot of us are stepping, and because of that merge into the 4D, the fourth dimension, it's like the spirit realm. So we're feeling things and we're seeing things that we've never seen before. Our abilities are increasing. Our bodies are getting less dense. So a lot of these 3D foods with chemicals and all that kind of stuff, people are having digestive issues because our bodies are becoming less dense, okay? And then I noticed too that there's a lot of people whose cars are going just make, pow, cars are done. So it actually, it makes complete sense. Like I was saying in the War of the Worlds movie, that flash of lightning, that flash that was happening, took out all the vehicles, and like Tom Cruise stole that car from the guy, and the guy got killed, and he had like the only vehicle, the only working vehicle, because it wasn't put together at the time that the lightning flashes came, so the electromagnetic pulse didn't get it right. But right now, I know 4 different people whose cars are done, dead, having car issues. Well, actually 2 people whose cars are dead, including one of my favorite tarot readers. And I know of 3 other people that are having car issues. So for me, us getting less and less dense as physical beings, the entire universe is getting like that. So all of our machinery are engineered and precisely calculated. So these things are no longer applying because we are expanding, and so are the parts in the machine is expanding. So the calculations are going to be off. So this says that a lot of things are going to go wrong technically. A lot of machines are going to be functioning funny, or they're going to stop functioning, period, because they are precisely calibrated. Everything needs to be recalibrated because all the entire energy is different. The merge with the 4D timeline, it's here, it's happening. Okay, I'll shut up now and get back to your reading. I just had to get that out real quick. Obviously, I'm still channeling today, but I just wanted to tie that together for you. So the rest of the cards came out. There's only 2 cards that came out right side up. The rest of them are upside down, and this is like a stop to the action. So in my horoscope, I think I was mentioning earlier, I had to go back and read it. This is all about the daydreamy state that you're in, the channeling, the visions. And this is for the positive side. You're really feeling your spirituality. You're connecting with source. You're connecting with your higher self, and you are connecting with the collective. Like I said, the age of Aquarius, blending the rational and the intuitive. And it's like, it's attainment, you're whole because you're thinking and you're feeling. And instead of just thinking and instead of just feeling, you're combining these things to make more informed decisions in your daily life and how you live. You're living differently. You're living in faith. You're believing in the universe, and the universe is opening its doors for you. It is really showing you. So this definitely, I haven't even gotten to the definitions of these cards yet, but just because of the amount, this tells me this is the spirituality, the Pisces energy, and then intuitivity. And this is definitely for those of you who are clairvoyant or psychic, empathic. This is a definite boost to your powers. However, you're to the point where you can handle this, and this is very, very exciting. I'm excited and I'm happy. Okay, so you're definitely lacking in compassion. You're going to have to watch that. And like I said, sometimes that happens when you're channeling. The information goes right into your head and out your mouth. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Lack of creativity. I don't know about that. You're not really nurturing anything right now because basically we're receiving. We are being the radio antenna and we're receiving. That's what all this activity is about. Everything is kind of at a standstill. You don't have anything more standing in your way in terms of past karmic lessons. Your reward's not here yet, but it's coming. It is coming, all in divine timing. Have patience. You've not quite completed this cycle yet, okay? Because we have the world card and the world is upside down. It usually signifies the end of a cycle, but I think this is just for some of you. And like I said, because these cards are upside down, and this is definitely Pisces energy, maybe the moon in Pisces that's going on right now. I did ask for the energies of the day. Okay, so the world is upside down, signaling the cycle is not completed yet, but we are in the completion of a cycle, okay? We're in the 9 energy for that, okay. And here we go. This is the 9 energy. Pisces is also the 12th house of closure, healing, psychic intuitiveness, okay? So some of you might have a lot of things that are coming up to the surface with the Neptune in retrograde. Pisces is a Neptune retrograde, okay? And then we also have the moon in Pisces right now as we speak, okay? So some of you could be, I said that there's no more karmic lessons to learn. which you are already aware of your innately human condition, your own personal human condition. You are completely aware of it, but have you dealt with it? Okay, for some of you, it's going to be the dark night of the soul. You know, I look at, there was only one other person that said this was the dark night of the soul, but then I did see some talk elsewhere. Two other people mentioned that it might be dark night of the soul, and I think they're right. Full moon in Aries, a lot of aggressive energy if it goes the wrong way. The moon in Pisces, the confusion, the Chiron in Pisces, and Chiron is, I believe it's conjunct with the moon. Okay, so some of you are aligned, some of you are aligned with the spiritual realm, and some of you are delusional and lost. Don't know what to make of it because you haven't done the spiritual work. And for you guys, the very last of the things that need to be purged are coming up. Okay, now this is the stuff of nightmares. These are old wounds, the ones that have to be closed out, closure. And this represents you, and this is basically like your final outcome. Okay, you're gonna receive the closure right now, and that's why everything is suspended upside down. You haven't completed the cycle because you're just beginning to. That's what this energy is all about. This stuck energy is all about. Is you're going through this right now. You're in the middle of that cycle. The wheel hasn't turned yet. The wheel has started to turn, but it hasn't gone click and set in its place yet. Okay, so that's your daily reading, along with that daily energy. Okay, remember, trust in the universe. Turn your dreams into reality.